What is up, guys? Check it out. I got one of my new shirts. I'm a little mad because the picture's a little off-center. It's not real bad, but whatever.
And how is Mr. Stewman today? Huh? Good. You're good? He's good.
So anyways, lots of my parts came in. I still don't have everything to finish the Audi, but lots of them came in. Let me show you. That's right, my bumper came. My lip is here for it. That's going to look good on there. I don't care what you think. I think it's going to look great. This is the upper piece. It's like the finisher. It goes over top. The grill, you can't fit in the bumper. You have to cut this piece out. This is just a support to hold it together because that's like it down there. So after I get this painted, then we're going to cut that support out and then we'll bolt that in, and that's what makes the bumper sturdy. That's actually what mounts the bumper and everything. So screws come through from the back the whole way around, and as you can see, the mounts the whole way through there. It makes the bumper the sturdy piece that it is. I just have everything setting on there. The headlights, I do have some bolts in those. The hood, I don't know if I'm going to be able to save it. I really want to, and I got something to finish the hood off with if I do get it to shape, and I just don't know if it's going to happen. This long tube is housing carbon fiber wrap, and what I wanted to do, because I wanted a carbon fiber hood for this, and it's just on the budget, it's just not going to happen. Let me move this grill. So if you shut the hood, I'm pretty sure this whole part right here needs to get bent up. It's bent down. I think this, I got to get measurements, but I think all of this and some of this, just all of that needs to be bent up. And I just don't know. I'm not gonna latch it, but as you can see, right now at the moment, this looks really good. Like, looks really good. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow. But look at this. The fender's sitting where it's going to be at, and it meets here. Then we got a huge gap right here because this whole end needs to come up, and that's why I don't know that I'm going to be able to save this hood. It's just got a curve to it, and I'm going to try because I have it here and I didn't order a hood, but it sucks because there's... And then on top of that, the fender came and it has a dent in it. And I knew once it got here, it was going to be dented because of the box. Looking at it, it looks really good right here on it. I don't know if it's showing up on camera. Say that. You see the gap right there? There's a dent right here, and it's got this whole fender pushed in right there. And this is an aluminum fender, so it's going to be really hard to shape. But, you know, I'm going to try. And then my buckets that were supposed to go around the headlight, they got refunded. They were coming from China. They just canceled the order and refunded it. The bumper, I got a refund for it, and I got it here, and I only got this fog light cover. It was supposed to come with both of them, so I didn't get that one. So I had to order that one. Yeah. So still working on all the parts and stuff, getting it all situated, but it's starting to resemble a car now, and I have big plans for this, so I'm excited. So next video though is when we're gonna jump into this and start doing some of the body work and putting some of it together. On this video, we're gonna get the Scion legal, get it road legal. I said the front brakes, the pads are actually really good. The rotors are just rusted to all heck, and I actually spent a little extra money to get coated rotors. They're supposed to help protect against rust and stuff. I haven't even really looked at them yet. Look pretty nice. These are going to go on the fronts, and then going to get it legal. And then I got one of those cheap stereos. I didn't want to go fancy on the stereo. I just want Bluetooth, and it doesn't have Bluetooth as it sits. So put one of those cheap Bluetooth radios in them, but they changed them. They're actually very compact now. They're even smaller than they were. And same price. They upped them from 120 watts to 200 watts. So in my mind, it's going to sound better. So we'll see what happens there. The wiring installation kit didn't come here yet. I have to go get the radio. It's at Walmart. And I did get the dash kit. So I got a little pocket now with a single DIN radio. Alright, so it's the next day now, and I'm heading out to get the reconstruction done on this. This is parts I normally don't go over on my video, but it costs a lot of money to get a reconstruction done. And it's, I mean, normal fees you pay in Pennsylvania, plus you add about $140 on top of that to have the reconstruction done. So I'll kind of go over some of the fees whenever I get done, but when you're going to get a reconstruction done, you have to take receipts for everything that you put on the car. So every part, I have receipts printed out. They have to show the tax that you paid on them, which I don't understand, because then you pay tax on top of that. But they take the total that you have in the car from purchasing it with all the parts, what it costs to repair it, and then that's kind of like your bill of sale, like how much you paid for the total car, and then that's how they base the tax you have to pay on it. So they'll pay 6% on my total amount for the car. Then you pay for your enhanced inspection. Then if it needs a state inspection, so you have to pay for your state inspection, which is I think $35. Title fees, you pay for that, and then if you need a new tag, which fortunately I have a tag, so that's going to save me about $60. I'm figuring it's going to be about $450 I got to pay to get this on the road legally. And that's just parts that we don't really go over in my videos. It costs a lot. But I mean, if you go and buy a vehicle and you pay tax and title and stuff, it's basically about $200 more than what we normally pay to transfer a vehicle. Alright fellas, we are legal now. This is like a one-stop shop. If they're registered online to do the R-Title enhanced inspection, then they can do everything, and you don't have to go to one place to get your pictures taken and then take all your paperwork and stuff to a notary to have the rest of it done. He's a notary, everything here. So the enhanced inspection is $124.08. There's a couple things. The Commonwealth PA gets $113. There's a bunch of different stuff on here. What it comes down to, what I paid to make this road legal was $348, which was less than I thought it was going to be, but that's also, it would have been $400 if I had to get a plate, and I had a plate to transfer. So, not too hateful. It could have been a lot worse, but that all factors in with how much you have in the car. So, it turns out pretty good for me on the most part, because I keep my costs relatively low by not buying factory parts. We may or may not be putting the radio in today. I'm going to get it right now. If they have the wiring harness there, I'm going to buy it. The one I ordered was only $6, and it's guaranteed to deliver by tomorrow. That's what it says. And I just checked, and it's in like China. There's no way. No way it's coming. This thing runs great. It's got a full tank in it now, so I mean, she's ready to rip. Look at this over here. I recognize that car. It's one I did. This thing's quick. This thing's quick. I just got out of Walmart, put some new floor mats in this, got the wiring harness. It's $10 in there. I don't get that one tomorrow. I'll just file for a refund. Look at this. This is the new style of that cheap radio. Like that's the size. That's how deep it is. There's like nothing to it, and it's now 200 watts instead of 120. So I'm excited to see how it sounds. All right, so we are now gonna put the radio in, which I need to wire the harness up and everything. But you're gonna need some special tools to get this radio out, like your hand, just like so. Like that. And then you need 10. You know what? I have them on me too. All right. Okay, so this wiring harness kit from Walmart comes with 4 plugs. You're only going to use 2 of those. This one and this one is what plugs in my harness. This is your steering wheel controls. You are going to lose those unless you buy the module that allows you to use your buttons right here, which I'm not concerned with. I can reach the radio. It's not like it's very far from me. So I'm going to go ahead and wire all of this up, and then we will get this little miniature radio in here. Oh, you guys thought I was kidding when I said it was miniature. No, seriously. This is it right here. This is the radio. It's crazy how compact they made it now, which honestly, the old one did not need to take up as much space as it did. It was hollow on the inside. All right, so hear me out. I haven't wired the wiring in yet. I got this like this. I mounted the stereo right into this trim piece because this installation kit I got there's like nothing to it. And there's mounting points on this, and if you get a good installation kit, you take the mounts off this radio, bolt them right to the kit, and it'll bolt right into your car. It wasn't going to work on this. There's not enough space there to do it. This kit just basically holds this together. So this is riveted, as you can see, into the trim piece in several spots, and then it's riveted to the actual installation kit, the radio itself. It's not going anywhere, and it's the way I would want it in the car. Everything's fit the right way. So this is, with this stereo being nothing, like it weighs absolutely nothing. So this doesn't hurt. There's no weight on this trim piece. It's not going to break over time because this thing is extremely light. So I'm not worried about that, and this just works out better. All right, this is a pain in the butt, but it's all wired. Let's go throw it in the rig and let's see what she sounds like. Dual is a company to keep an eye on because to me, it looks like they're listening to their customers, and like, I have to look in the box again. I'm pretty sure there was no remote with this. Who needs a remote? I think that was something that people complained about. So, I do gotta throw these. Here are these mounts I was telling you about. You would mount those to an installation kit that worked, and we're not gonna do that. So, I'm just gonna throw these screws in the dash because they are part of what holds the dash together. And except for these bottom two, but I'm still going to throw them in there so they're there in case I want to throw the stock radio back in before I get rid of it, to keep this high dollar radio. Alright, everything's plugged in. Now you just need to get this back up into place and just pop it in there. Look at that. Boom. Done. Now, a moment of truth. Oh, my wipers are on. Okay, now let me get hooked up to this, and we'll see what it sounds like. There you go. Sound quality for a $20 radio, 10 out of 10. Alright, so we got the radio done. I'm going to pull this in the garage now. We're going to change out the front rotors because they are crap. right now, and I need to clean the interior on this thing, so I want to get it in the garage. So real quick, I'm going to get this in there, and then we'll start on the front rotors. I got to do a super clean after this. It's like I get stuff out and then just throw it somewhere. The guy who did the art title for this for me told me these newer AC systems on these can throw codes, and he said when they throw codes, they won't operate. And he said also if it's too cold, they also won't operate because of the temperature sensor. So it might have worked, and I might have just messed it up myself. So, but he said if there's a code in the system, it won't kick on, and he said if it was turning on before and it's not turning on now, he said it might be detecting that there's not enough pressure in the system. So I don't know if my scanner will be able to clear that to get it working again. I'll find out here after I get done doing these rotors, because it definitely needs them. I mean, they're bad. It did get all the rust knocked off of them, but they're just so they're pulsing, just no good. So these ones, like I said, have protective film that are supposed to prevent them from rusting. And normally when you get rotors like this, they are oily or have a film on them to keep them from rusting. There's nothing on this, so I won't even have to clean these. They're dry. To me, it just looks like zinc paint. I don't know. But it's the whole way through and the whole way around, so it will help protect them a little bit. But, oh, let's get started. Now I admit, while I was in there looking at it, the back brake pads are wore down pretty good. The outside ones are not, and that is what happens when your sliders aren't serviced normally. So the sliders on the brake calipers need to be serviced, and I'm not doing that until I get new brake pads. So I just threw it back together. We're still going to take it out and see how it runs, see how the brakes work, and yeah, we'll do the brake pad service and the sliders on another video, not this one. Now, while my back brakes are still kind of making some noise because they have some rust on them, the front ones feel good now. There's no pulsing anymore. Ooh, I didn't lock my steering wheel in. Don't do this at home, kids. The front brakes feel great now. There's no pulsing. It stops when I want it to stop. It feels good. So we're at a good point on this. Like I said, I am going to service brake pads. Right now, no, because they're not like, you know, to where there's no pad, there's pad left, but I am going to get it done here eventually. I have stuff on the Audi, lots of stuff on the Audi to go, and it's just, I got to, you know, take it easy on my spending, because right now, I'm not really selling anything. The Infiniti sold, all that money went into the Audi, so it's kind of like, but the car runs and drives great. Stereo works now, it's Bluetooth, what I wanted. Does it look the best? No. Is it functional? Yes. That's what I was going for. I did try to hook up my scanner. I'm to the point now where it's like, I don't think that I have the capabilities to, you know, tap into the AC to figure out what's going on. I have to take it to somebody who has a good scanner, something better than I do. Still getting used to clutching this thing. but it does run really good. Lots of cleaning up to do, but I'm going to wash the Camaro and put it in here because I got room for it now. Ashley center caps came, brand new ones, $22 for a pair. So got those. That's looking fresh and fly. So that answers your question. You want to know how you reconstruct a car? Honestly, the other way, I don't know how to do it. I've always went to the one-stop shop, which is a notary and an enhanced inspection station and everything, and they do it all in one shot. Takes about an hour. You walk in with all your receipts, your bill from Copart or wherever you purchased it from. They don't charge you tax on the fees. So my win on this was $11.50. That's what I got taxed on, not the $1,600 after fees, plus all the parts and stuff. So that's keeps your taxes down a little bit. What you need to do to get an enhanced inspection, basically you can't have any structural damage, like major structural damage. You can't have suspension damage. It has to be safe to run and drive, basically. So that, and it has to comply with all of Pennsylvania laws. And if you're not familiar with those, there's a lot more than you think there are. Just like you can't have headlights that don't have amber lenses in them. So if you get an aftermarket set and they don't have an amber lens in them, it's not going to pass. If you have window tint, that's not going to pass. You can't have smoked side lights or tail lights. They have to be the stock color. I mean, I can have a crack in this bumper with duct tape on it. That'll pass. I can have this whole fender smashed in, as long as it doesn't get in the way of the tire and it's not like sharp where it's going to hurt anybody. That's fine. You can have a dent. You can have the quarter panel smashed in there, and it'll still pass as long as it is safe to drive. Then it'll pass an enhanced inspection. And this is in Pennsylvania. So, and one other major thing that you cannot have is there cannot be any airbag faults. All your airbags have to be functional. All the sensors have to be functional, and you can't have any lights on. So that is one of the requirements for the R-Title inspection. And we'll go through the same thing whenever we get this on the road. And honestly, I'll probably have about the same in that. Well, I'm going to have more in this, but it's going to be close to the same to get it legal on the road. So that kind of gives you an idea. It's probably going to be a little bit more, probably, I'm guessing closer to the $400 range, but it's still not really that bad. So that's going to be the end of this episode. And guys, next episode, I have a product review, and it's something that you guys are not going to want to miss. It's going to be an awesome video. It's one of the products that I teamed up with ECS Tuning, and I am excited to install it on the Audi. And we're going to do that on the next video, along with getting this thing operational with the radiator and coolant and getting this whole front end put back together without the body part. So if you guys like this video and you're excited for the next video, smash that like button. If you dislike this video because I really didn't do much on it, you're sitting at your computer watching my YouTube videos. What are you doing? But if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. Go check out my merch on my Teespring page, and we'll see you on the next episode of Unwrapped.